saw a video on Instagram about how to make fresh homemade tomato soup, and essentially the person put all her tomatoes, she had a mix of tomatoes, cherry, whatever. I've got like one fine tomato, most aroma. She put her garlic in there, cut some up, put it on the pan, roast it for 40 minutes, and then you're going to either immersion blend it or put it in your blend tech. So she just also added, I guess, some seasoning. So she said a little bit of salt, pepper. I'm going to do the pepper in a second because I've got my twisty one. I'm using my phone. But I have some fresh thyme that I'm going to add to this. I'm going to put that in there. And when that's basically done, you can add your fresh basil. I have rosemary and I have sage. I have sage in the garden. I might go add a piece of sage to it. So I'm taking one leaf of my sage and adding to that, and you can see I've sprinkled black pepper on here. It's all on a piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna do this for like 40 minutes. I think that should be enough, hopefully. For me and my daughter, I don't think I need to add another tomato, but we'll see. I might do a little bit of a test with the Becel vegan whipping cream with this. But one other thing, I didn't see the full recipe, I just watched the quick thing, was to put a little bit of olive oil on there. So let's get a little fat on there. And now into my toaster oven for 40 minutes to roast, I guess at about 4 minutes. So of course my daughter comes after this has been almost essentially baking for the 40 minutes and says, "Where's the onion?" And I didn't realize in that short video, it's what I hate about those short video clips, that there was onion. I saw her put a lot of garlic, so I've just added a bit of onion, and this was basically almost at 40 minutes. So I'm just gonna cook it for 5 more minutes, and that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, I'd say that probably went another 10 minutes. I've got my beautiful piece of sage here, the thyme, and I'm just gonna take the tomatoes. I was gonna put it in a pot and use an immersion blender. Well, why do that when you got a blend tech? So I'm just going to put my tomatoes. Ooh, hot. What I'm going to do is I cook these with the skin on, so you're going to take the skin off of the garlic. Put the garlic pieces in like that. Okay, so everything is in there, and I'm also going to just take, lift this up and pour the juice into the blender as well. As I said, I may use some of the Becel cream, but I might not. I'm gonna add some fresh basil leaves to this as well and blend. So I'm gonna pour my juice, put some fresh basil, blend. Might need a little more salt or seasoning, but we'll see how it is. Fresh basil added, and there we go, guys. Let's see how this turns out. And it's just that easy on a blend tech. I literally have it on the lowest setting. It just started. It's like less than 20 seconds to puree. I'll put it a little higher. Pretty hot, but I also decided to put it on the blend tech soup setting for just like 20 seconds, if that, just to make sure it was nice and hot, and it started steaming, so I turned it off. Let me taste this. Oh my god. Okay, it's beautiful, creamy, completely at this point. This is a natural, delicious tomato soup. I tasted a little bit of my sage, I taste the thyme. I could add a bit more basil, might put some fresh basil to this. It's got a nice sweetness to it. I'm gonna leave it like this until my daughter comes and we can see what we might want to add to it. Maybe a little more salt, maybe not. But it's really good, guys. This is how you can just take your fresh veggies and make a pure, fresh food. This was with the exception of the olive oil, and you don't have to put that on if you don't want. And it was just a bit of a drizzle. Tomatoes, onions, garlic, sage, thyme, basil. Right? A little salt and pepper. All right, guys. I'll be back with the final assessment of the soup. So I didn't bother to open the Becel whipping cream. I just made this soup. This is fantastic. Take your stuff from your garden, guys, put it in your blender, make it. Really good. Added just a bit of Parmesan cheese on the top from Earth Island. Super delicious. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.